Consider this: you pick up your phone to check a single notification. Suddenly, you realize 45 minutes have vanished. You have slid from one video to another, one post to the next, in a trance-like state. Your throat is dry, your eyes are burning, yet you find it impossible to stop. This is not a coincidence. It is not a lack of willpower. It is a digital drug known as dopamine. In this chapter, we will dismantle the invisible chains that have imprisoned your focus and your future. Part 2: The Biological Hijack. Dopamine is often misunderstood as the pleasure hormone. In reality, it is the hormone of anticipation and craving. It is the chemical that drives you to pursue a reward. Thousands of years ago, this system was vital for survival. When a human found a rare source of sugar, dopamine surged, ensuring they remembered the location to survive the winter. But today, the architects of the digital world have hijacked this primitive software. The sweet fruit has been replaced by a like, comment, or a swipe. The problem isn't that dopamine is bad, the problem is that it has become cheap. You are flooding your brain with rewards you haven't earned. When you get a massive chemical high without any struggle, your brain loses the ability to value hard work. Part 3: The High Stimulation Crisis. Do you find it difficult to read a book for 10 minutes? Does sitting in silence feel like a punishment? This is the high stimulation crisis. When you habituate your mind to rapid-fire visuals and constant noise, the natural world begins to feel grey and dull. Focusing on a business plan, studying a complex subject, or engaging in a deep conversation requires a low-stimulation endurance. Your brain has become a dopamine addict, constantly seeking the next hit to avoid the pain of being alone with your own thoughts. But it is in that very silence, that very boredom, where your greatest ideas and your true self are waiting to be found. Part 4: The Path to Recalibration. To break the cycle, you must undergo a dopamine detox. This is not about living in a cave, it is about resetting your threshold for joy. Embrace intentional boredom, set aside 1 day or even 4 hours where there are no screens, no podcasts, and no music. Let the restlessness come. Observe it. This is your brain's receptors beginning to heal. The friction rule: build walls between you and your vices. If social media is your trap, delete the app and use the mobile browser. If the morning scroll is your weakness, keep your phone in another room overnight. Creation over consumption. For every hour you spend consuming information, spend an hour creating something, writing, building, or practicing a skill. Shift from being a user to an architect. Closing: the reward of clarity. As you emerge from the fog of cheap dopamine, a miracle occurs. You begin to feel the cool air. You find joy in the process of work. Your focus becomes as sharp as a laser. Remember, the person who cannot master their own mind can never master the world. Your task is simple: put the phone on Do Not Disturb for the next 2 hours. Discover who you are without the noise. Isko Hindi me batal.